I almost died from illness. Only then did I finally learn the one thing that ends all suffering. When the pain becomes unbearable, overwhelming every sense, every thought, true relief arrives not through escape or resistance, but through surrender. Only by releasing the ego, its demands, its stories of this shouldn't be, its fierce grip on control, can the cycle of suffering break. The pain itself may linger, a raw ache in the body, a quiet throb in the heart. Yet the mental torment, the endless rumination, the resentment, the inner war dissolves. You feel the sting, but no longer feed it with suffering. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. In that gentle letting go, peace emerges, not as the absence of pain, but as freedom from its tyranny. There comes a moment when pain swells beyond endurance. It arrives uninvited, illness carving through the body, loss tearing at the heart, regret echoing in the quiet hours. The world narrows to a single, unrelenting ache. We fight it, we curse it, we demand it cease. Yet the more fiercely we resist, the heavier it becomes. This is the ancient distinction whispered across traditions. Pain is inevitable. It is woven into the fabric of being human. Bones break, hearts shatter, time steals what we love. Suffering, however, suffering is the second shadow we cast ourselves. It is not the wound, but the story we tell about the wound. Not the arrow that pierces, but the second arrow we fire into ourselves through endless resistance, judgment, and the desperate clinging of why me. Only when the pain becomes unbearable does a strange doorway appear. Not through force, not through escape, but through surrender. Surrender is not defeat. It is the quiet dissolution of the ego, the fierce little I that insists the world should conform to its image. That ego builds fortresses of control, narratives of victimhood, endless negotiations with reality. I should not feel this. This should not be happening. I am broken because of this. When we finally stop arguing with what is, when pride kneels and the throne of self-importance crumbles, something extraordinary occurs. The pain remains. It may burn through nerves, linger in memories, pulse in the chest. But the mental anguish, the secondary torment of resentment, fear, and self-pity, begins to fade. You feel the storm, yet no longer drown in it. The fire licks the skin, yet the mind no longer feeds the flames. Imagine a man lying in a hospital bed, body ravaged by disease. The physical agony is inescapable, but when he ceases to rage against it, when he releases the inner demand that life should be otherwise, the endless mental loop breaks. He still hurts, deeply, yet peace arrives in fragments. A breath without panic, a moment without, "this is unfair," or consider grief after profound loss. The emptiness is real. Tears fall without permission. But when the ego stops bargaining, "if only I had, why did fate choose me?" the suffering softens. Sorrow remains a quiet companion, not a tyrant. This is no denial of pain. It is the refusal to multiply it. As the old teachings remind us, the first arrow is shot by life. The second, resistance, is shot by ourselves. Surrender removes the bow from our hands. So the next time pain rises and threatens to consume you, pause. Observe the urge to fight, to label, to narrate. Then gently, courageously let go. Allow what is to simply be. In that surrender, the ego loosens its grip. And though the body may ache, the spirit breathes freely. Pain endures as part of the human journey. Suffering becomes optional. You are not your pain. You are the vast awareness that holds it without breaking. If this resonates, sit with it. Try it in a small moment today. And if you'd like to explore more on walking this path, leave a comment below. What pain are you ready to meet without adding suffering? Thank you for being here. May peace find you exactly where you are.